So today on the Leadership Podcast, we have Kiran Mann from Brars Foods. Welcome aboard here.
Thank you, Dominic. It is such a pleasure to be here with you, and I look forward to an amazing chat today.
I love it. So right out the gate, you are the CEO of a food products company, also has a restaurant. Also, you're doing a little bit of things here and there on the side. How do you manage, this podcast is all leadership. My question is, how do you lead yourself and manage your own life and balance
Oh,
the all?
that is the most important thing that needs to be done. So, in my morning, I'm a very early riser. I need to do my meditation. I need to journal. I need to sit, gather my thoughts. I go through the rundown of what I'm going to do. I make my A priorities. That means I have to get them done today. And then my B priorities, if I don't get them done, it is okay. They just work out. That's like my start of the day. I am very particular. I dress up based on my calendar. So it depends because I believe in dress to success.
Okay.
And whatever the occasion is, if it is a Friday, I'll go into my cowboy dresses. But if it is, I'm going to the banks and all that, then I will dress up accordingly. It just gets my mind ready in that environment that I need to be.
You do
But I
this
love
every
to
day. Every day you start like this
I
process.
that's like my morning thing. I need to do my breathing. I need to reset my energy. And I tell myself, I wake up in the morning and say, today is fantastic and I am amazing.
I love that. That's what I love in our conversation before this, your energy. What I wonder is, though, as a leader, things go wrong. You
Mhm.
have a bad day. You start off good and things you can't control. How do you reset yourself through this process?
So in my dictionary, I do not have the word bad. Okay.
Go
It's
on.
either good or it is a learning opportunity to improve upon.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad because bad and good is only chosen based on our mind saying, I wanted this to happen this way. It happened, so it is good. And it didn't happen, so it is bad. So it's our brain doing hypothesis. I want chemistry project to happen like this, and it didn't. It's not good. No, it's not. It's just what you thought is what didn't happen. So you're going to learn through it. It's going to give you a chance to improve, or it's going to give you another perspective that you didn't consider, and it's going to raise your awareness. So it's all good.
That's good. Now, it's funny you say because you're saying it's all good. One of the challenges I also think as a leader is when you have in your life a few good things. And what I mean by is helping the restaurants part of your business. That's good. You have multiple restaurant chain. You have the products. That's good. You talk to people like me. That's good. And deciding and juggling, you cannot do it all. There's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
How do there must be days you end the day and think, I didn't do this, but it would have been good to do it. Like to juggle those moments is it's a question to me.
So I think I've been through that. I think that's a human thing that where we go through, we try to balance everything and then balancing wasn't working as the girls were growing up. And then I was like, okay, Karen, you have to juggle. And when I tried to juggle, then whoever I attended, they were happy with me. Whoever I didn't, they're like, oh, I guess I wasn't important enough for you. So it
Yeah.
was like juggling is not working. And then I went into harmonizing everything. So my
Okay.
favorite word is harmony, looking for harmony everywhere.
Okay.
And I believe in ecosystem. That means I cannot do it all. I need multiple people who are experts or whatever. So I
Yep.
say, this is what I'm good at. I will do it. Brass, let me find who's the best call. And my secret is if I can find anybody, I say, universe, that's with you. Figure it out. Let me know. It works. It works for me. And so that's one way of working. The B is if I have, say, 10 things or 15 tasks on hand, I will look, say, which is the most important that has to happen today. So that's my A priority.
Mhm.
And my A priority is either 1, 2, or 3, not more than that. Because
Okay.
there's no physical way to do more than 3 priorities in a day. And after that, everything is a B for me. So once I've achieved my top A priority, I'm already feeling full of energy. My body is saying, I conquered my day. I did amazing. And the rest of the stuff is everything is over and above plus. So my B priorities are over and above. And if I couldn't, though, out of 15, say 2, 3 didn't happen, then I will say, okay, it wasn't important for today, so let me move to another day. And it gets moved. But my A priority has to have happened. It is a must. And that allows me never to get behind. It works out. But I'm also very amazing, I should say that, in delegating. I love delegating. My kids get delegated all the time. So I would just delegate. Can you do this? Can you do this? The trick that works is to
Yeah.
surround yourself with amazing people, get to know more and more people. You will find people that are like-minded, people that are passionate, people that want to do something similar to you, and you have a big pool of people around you. And everybody will like to take a piece of the pie because I cannot do it all. I only do little teeny beeny stuff that I'm capable of and I distribute among others. And it works.
I love this because you're talking about the self-management. And it sounds like, is that the first step to leading any team, to manage yourself?
Yes, I would say it starts from, so it's something that I'm launching in the coming year, trying to find a little bit of time whenever I can in my harmonized way, is the model I want to launch as harmonic leadership trinity and a harmonic system of how to run businesses in harmony. And
Okay.
as a leader, you have to be a harmonic leader. So what harmonic leader means, being in knowingness. So my belief is the world doesn't start from why, your purpose. Because if we know that from years that everything starts with the why and a purpose, then why are we still half of us lost?
Okay.
So I always thought that something is missing in that, because if that was the answer, then every business should be running amazing and all the people should be happy. And we shouldn't be writing articles after articles about engagement, retention, people,
Yeah.
happiness, wellness. What is missing in that picture? What I so far have figured out is that we have a who before the why.
A who before the why.
So the
Okay.
first piece is, who am I? Who am I?
Okay.
Not as a name, not as a title, not as an ethnicity, not as a country citizenship. Who am I inside me? Who am I? That means once you know who you are, your identity, your self identity, that, okay, doing this makes me happy, doing this doesn't make me happy, I want to do this. All those answers, once you have that, it allows you to see actually who you are. And then comes what? What do I want? Okay. So if I'm a person who, as a who am I love traveling. If I'm a person who wants to expand businesses, it's like fuel for me.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
loves horse riding and my cowboy stuff, if I'm that person, okay, what am I going to do to get that? Because that's my fuel. Okay, so Kiran, you need to make time to do horse riding a couple times a week. You know, you like traveling, then okay, where are you traveling this month? So that allows you the fuel you need. Plus, it tells you what your values are. What is the boundary around you? I call it a bubble. That's my bubble.
Yeah.
These are my bubble. That means these are my non-negotiable must-haves. Integrity is non-negotiable. So and so is non-negotiable. That allows you to understand who am I and then set environment around you. Then I know, what do I want in life. Once I know what I want, the why comes automatically. The purpose just surfaces out.
Uh-huh.
I've experienced it. I've applied it in a bunch of clients. I have applied it in Brars. I still run my M2M consulting and advisory firm, and all my clients are utilizing that. And it just flows. So I feel us as executives are the keepers of the secret. So if we as leaders, as executive, not even leaders, executives, are not clear, how are we giving clarity to the rest of the people under us? So my who am I gives me the clarity. And I feel the person as an executive, the brand, and the shareholder, they're who needs to match. So
Yeah.
if I believe I only want to serve products to my customers that are the highest quality with the highest ingredients, that is my number one. But if somebody else didn't believe on it, we have a conflict. We don't share the same values. So the reason I love working with Brars is because Brars shareholders and me and our brand, we share those values. We want to make sure we find innovation how to serve our clients with the way we serve and still be able to give them the best shelf life. So that's our innovation, because part of our time goes in innovating that. So those values are shared. When you have that shared values and you have determined who you are and you are in that unity, that is the soul of the business. And then that soul can give the direction of whatever executive strategy is to their leadership, because your leadership is your brain. So the soul gives a direction to leadership, and then leadership will make the strategies and executions and so on. And then they will figure out the whys and the hows and when. So that's sort of the flow I utilize.
I first of all love it.
Thank you.
How do you now get this across to your team?
How do I get that? A, I need to demonstrate my part. I need to be the role model of my who before I ask anybody else.
Yeah.
I need to have the full clarity and have that combination with my shareholders. And once I have that, then I have to be openly saying it, not once, not on those frames, writing our vision statement, but talking about it, showcasing them, being the role model. You have to live it so that repeatedly people are seeing it and then they adapt as well. What do they say now? The latest stats must be about you have to repeat 21 times or some number that
Yeah.
before somebody is going to grab. So you can't just communicate once and expect your team to listen to that. You have to showcase till it becomes a habit for everybody.
So is that why you start with yourself so that you
Yeah.
can demonstrate by example?
Yeah. Well, if I'm not calm, if I'm not doing my meditation, which works for me, like everybody will have different. Some people go for a run, somebody, go to the gym. For me, it's meditation, sitting in peace, sitting in that silence to just hear myself and connect to myself. And that allows me to start. It's like, when somebody is on the field and they are starting the race to run, and they
Yeah.
have that few second when they're like zen in to start. That is how that morning needs to be, not just get up and rush, rush, rush. No, start with that pause. And that allows you that silence. And that allows you to have a clarity of what your expectations are in day. And then you just follow through.
I'm also thinking though, during the day, you're changing direction a little bit. B2B, B2C, B2B with the food products, the prepared foods, the B2C, the restaurant, and consulting. And each of those is a little different.
Yes.
So how do you find that switch? How do you switch? How are you switching?
No switch. There's no switch.
Okay.
So one thing I had learned long time ago from my mentor is it's only one life and one you, you
Only
know?
one life and one you. Okay.
One you. So, when people say that, oh, this is weekday. Oh, now it's weekend. It's weekend. Let me shut down work because now it's my me time. No, every day is a weekday and a weekend. It's only one life and one you. So why these divisions? Every day you should be giving yourself time. Every day you should be enjoying it. Every day you should be celebrating it. Every day you should be working on your desires and goals that you have. And every day you should also be disconnecting. It's very important to do disconnections throughout the day to be able to recharge yourself. That is important. Like one thing I'm practicing right now is I try to take sometimes just 1 minute break in between meetings. And what that allows me is that 1 minute allows me to reconnect. And that reconnection, that pause is enough to just stop, take deep breath, and just say, I'm alive, I'm here, and live in this present moment. And the days, because I'm still practicing this, I haven't conquered it yet. The days I don't, and something has happened and I'm in that role, by the time I'm driving home, all I'm looking is, oh my God, I'm out of my bed and I want to lie down because I'm exhausted. I'm tired from my brain. I'm physically tired. And I can see that the days I don't take breaks, those small, not even breaks, pause,
Yeah.
I'm charged up. But the moment I don't, I'm tired by evening. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to go to my room and sleep or watch TV because you're exhausted. The whole day you were go, go, go. So I think pausing and silence is important. And that allows you, whether you're doing B2B, you're doing B2C, because it's you, one brain, All ideas are in your mind. Whatever you know, whatever is in your awareness and in your knowledge bank, it just starts flowing whichever room you're in.
Do you find when you're teaching your team, mentoring clients, it teaches yourself too?
100% or 200%. Because one is listening, one is reading, but one is saying. So when you're saying, your brain is also listening at the same time.
You're
So it's a
saying
reconfirming. You're reconfirming, right?
yeah.
Because when you're reading, at times our brain runs away. So you're reading, but you're sometimes not reading. You're like, okay, what was in the last two paragraphs?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're listening, your mind again goes away. But when you're saying, you're focused because you're making sure your message goes across, and it's more focused at times. So your brain is also receiving the same thing other people are receiving. So it's a double door. It's a double dose.
What how have you changed as a leader from when you were a little bit younger than you are now? What in particular
Uh,
is different or radically different about you now?
I think over the years and also practicing pauses, all these good stuff, fun stuff that I feel is fun. Um, it has just made me a calm person. I'm more living in present.
Okay.
I when I read Power of Now a bunch of years ago, I read it and I thought it went above my head. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
That waited 6 months and I'm like, okay, let's read that book again. And it took me 9 months to read it
Yeah.
because I was reading 2, 3 pages and I was making a note for myself. And then I practice in my iPhone, where the alarm thing is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would put alarm every 10 minutes. And my challenge to myself is in 10 minutes, I have to stay in now.
Okay.
And as I got better, I started, deleting other one. So now it's 20 minutes and then 30 minutes and 40 minutes. And now usually I don't have it because most of the time I remain in now. But there are days when I get carried away. We're human. Something abnormal happened you weren't expecting, and your brain right away goes into logical process and analyzing it, and you start reacting and being analytical mind. And then you have to remind yourself. So when I feel that or something shocking happen, I would go back and put my alarms on because I feel like I need to reset a reminder to myself. So I kind of do these funny things that kind of works, and everybody, I guess, has to find their own that works the best. But I think the best thing that I feel today is just being in now, feeling good, and meeting a lot of people and having fun, and then creation. I feel we're human. We came on this planet to create, to experience, and to be good, to feel good. So what are we doing to create? What are we creating? So all the work I do is creations for me. Experience for me is meeting a lot of people, traveling, experiencing things. And feeling good is that I try to feel good in a moment. So those are the three things that I would say I've been working on. And every day is learning something new in that space.
Yeah. When you're leading, especially with the way you are, I feel like you sometimes get those employees who are um can't be they can't be guided to the right place no matter what. What do you do in those circumstances when I'm getting the read of you? You want to help everybody get better, but there's sometimes situations you can't solve.
You are so bang on, Dominic. I think there was a phase of younger me a few years ago where I thought, oh, I figured out everybody should know this. I would be after my kids, hey, do this way, do this way. And they're like, okay, back off, keep this to your work or
Yeah.
something. And some of the things they would adapt. But um, what I've learned is that you share and then allow that person to choose if they want to. Not just because I've conquered it, I need to tell everybody to do it. Everybody is their own person. They have their own choices. So you share so that it's in their awareness. Now it's that human that has to make a choice if they like it to adapt it.
It's
So
interesting.
I think one of my mentor once said very well that I really like that line. He said, help, but only help enough. Don't make it your problem that that person need to be exactly who you are. No, let them be who they are.
Hearing you speak, it's interesting to me because your energy is a 10 out of 10, but your philosophy is very meditative, calming. And is that the paradox? I don't know that you are starting meditation, you're always having a very calming philosophy, which in turn gives you this super high energy
It
to
does.
take over the world.
Yeah, no, you're right. Very important in determining who you are, who am I, is your self-image. What do I think about myself? Or do I have, doubt on myself? So I started this morning, Kiran, about 5 weeks ago on LinkedIn Live, Tuesday mornings at 7. And I'm just picking different topics and then saying, okay, what is the doubt we have? What is the fear we have? What is the insecurity we have? What is the bad habit we have? You know?
Yeah.
So if it is burnout to balance, imposter syndrome. So what next week we're doing kindness or confidence. So we're trying to say that if you have imposter syndrome, why? What is the doubt in you? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not good
yeah.
enough. You know, what is the fear? Oh, I'm gonna fail. People are gonna laugh. What is the bad habit? Oh, you just have a habit of doubting because you want perfection. So there's always a reason of what we are feeling. So it's important to first determine that and then say, I'm human. It is okay. I feel it. It's important to acknowledge what we feel and not suppress your feelings. No, don't shut it down because it will never go away. So you have to
Yeah.
acknowledge and accept and release it. I am human. I feel this way and it is totally okay. And why do I feel that way? Because I am outside my safe zone. I'm doing something out of the box. Hence, I have these doubts and fears and insecurities. So give yourself a pat for being outside the box instead of hammering yourself for those fears, and then say, I have this fear, I'm going to acknowledge, and I'm going to try to do better by saying, it is okay. I don't need to have a fear. So what if somebody's going to laugh at you? 199 out of 100, actually, nobody laughs. It's your brain telling you somebody's going to laugh at you, right?
Yeah.
So those little things I feel have helped me through to understand that if my analytical brain is telling me this, what is the reason behind it? And then who am I? If I have a self image of doubting myself, why do I have that doubt? What happened in my memory bank years ago or time before that is sitting in my brain and I am doubting myself? So I like to, I'm a process driven person, I guess, in the business world. So I want to root cause everything
Yeah.
and see what is the corrective action I need to do? What is the problem here? And I need to root cause and do a gap analysis. Literally, I think that's what I'm doing in my human life too.
But it's so fascinating to me that you are analyzing yourself first. You are, it sounds like starting every day from a place of calm, which gives you the energy to go high speed. It's funny to me that you're doing the one thing to achieve the other. And well, meaning you understand yourself and it leads in others. You're being calm to get more energy. You're analyzing your behavior to be able to handle more things. As opposed to, wonder how your life would be if you went straight towards, I'm just going to run, 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 run. You'd break down. If you just demanded of your team, they would look at you like you're a crazy woman. And
Yeah. Yeah. And imagine, in the morning you woke up and you are 10 minutes late.
yeah,
Your alarm clock went and you didn't see it, or you were still sleeping. Right away, the brain is, I'm late. And you're rushing, you're going. When you're doing that, your whole day goes like that. Because
yeah,
your starting point was nervous, anxious, running around, not happy that you're late. Your brain has triggered that. Your brain is giving those signals. Most of the day turns into that. But if you start with the place of love and light and, peace and calmness, and just to have a good day.
yeah.
What did I do today that I feel good? What is going to make me feel good? What can I do to help somebody? What am I giving somebody?
Give a little bit of love and a
Give a
piece of
little
calm, and well, that's the best way to officially end this. That is the best note to end this on, a little bit of peace and love. I thank
love and light.
I love this.
Thank you. Thank